could be just a drill.
It's not a drill.
But we have drills all the time.
It's not a drill. My dad would let me know if it's a drill. I'd be with him if it's a drill. He would let me know.
He's not supposed to do that.
Well, he doesn't tell me it's a drill. He just mentions something. Makes sure I have my kit. Oh, God, my kit. I must have left it.
Well, it's okay, it's okay. It was just for if we didn't get in. It's fine.
So where are we?
Well, this is St. Jerome's. It's a old Episcopal church. Well, the Episcopal church. And this is the fellowship hall. Hello? Hello?
Oh goodness, there's more of you. Welcome, please come in. Is everyone all right?
Yeah,
you got in okay?
We're fine. We just came running after the sirens.
Right you were. Welcome aboard. Was there anyone else with you?
No, just us two.
Oh, I wouldn't expect anyone else after you. You've been through the drills. You know how things work. There's board games over there to keep us entertained. Battleship may be a little too on the nose. But Scrabble's fun.
Oh, Operation.
Oh, no, dear. That's full of gauze and scalpels. Real ones. We're kind of short on space, so our medical supplies are here, too. Are you sure you're both all right?
Actually, my head does hurt a little. The sirens are so loud.
Oh, well, there's medicine in that bag on the shelf. There's also hot cocoa down the hall if you're interested. You feel free to have some if the children haven't taken it all.
Who else is here?
Oh, there's about 16 of us in all. There's a few loners, but mostly families. Nothing we can't handle.
Oh, you don't want that. She doesn't want this. She wants something that she can swallow.
Well, whatever do you mean? No, that means that it's a painkiller.
Oh, I thought...
No, that's another word. Analgesic has nothing to do with, well, you're supposed to swallow it, dear. Go ahead. That'll be Miss Dostoevsky. She's in a bad way. When you're done with the medicine, just put it between the checkers and the syringes.
Board games? She's serious?
I like board games.
Well, maybe for 2 or 3 hours, but, I mean, how long are we going to stay here? I mean, we should have some books.
We should be with my dad. We should have gone to my house.
It's too late for that. Unless...
What?
Unless we snuck out.
Don't be ridiculous.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be sneaking out. We'd be walking out, and nobody would really care.
Do you want to die? We came to this place seeking shelter. I mean, besides, it's against the rules. And my father would probably kill me when I got there. Let's just stay here and wait for the all-clear sound. I'll beat you in Scrabble.
If there's an all-clear sound. I mean, people... once we started the war, I mean, there was this promise that they fired first, we would fire after them, and then we'd fire harder.
I know. But what's the point? I mean, if there was that promise, why did they start in the first place? I thought they'd be too scared.
That's the point.
I guess so. Thank you. Some animals out there.
It's just a game. It's like... What's it?
Passenger pigeon?
Yes, it's like passenger pigeons. It's exactly like that.
Well, what are passenger pigeons?
Well, you really wouldn't know, would you? They've been hunted and now are extinct. They were beautiful creatures.
You saw them?
No. It was ages ago. There were flocks of them. They'd gather and scare away their predators.
They'd fly for miles, hundreds of miles, hundreds and thousands of pigeons.
Crapping huge mountains. I mean, if you got stuck under that, you'd be dead. I mean, big piles of poop, you'd be...
Well, what happened to them?
They were hunted and killed. Yeah, it's the late 19th century or so. Yeah, that was kind of sad. They just all died. Fun of a celebration.
They're just pigeons, though. I mean, pigeons are disgusting.
I think they sound amazing.
I'm Rose.
Oh, Rose, don't be so prickly. Call her Duffy. Everyone does.
You're the only one that does.
Well, I'm the only one that does, and I'm the only one that counts.
How'd you get Duffy from Rose?
Ach, for Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely raped.
She likes tossing her literature education everywhere.
It's a line from Shakespeare, the Scottish play.
Yes, it is.
I like Shakespeare.
Lovely Shakespeare, is it not?
Yes.
So what's your story?
Well, we were at his house when we heard the siren, and he knew where to come. There were, you said earlier that there weren't much more after us, right?
Well, things started falling when you arrived. Figured if anyone else didn't make it to shelter, it'd be too late. But I could be wrong.
Dear lady, I am but a lonely traveler. Can you tell me perchance where I have found myself? What is this place?
You're in a shelter, as rightly known. Can't you see the letters? They're 3 feet high.
But, what is this institution when it is not being your well-labeled bomb shelter?
This is St. Jerome's.
Church! Ha ha! But what kind of church?
A Christian church.
Oh, I can see it's a Christian church. How many Hindi saints are you aware of? I meant, what is your particular flavor of Christian?
It's Episcopal. It's an Episcopal church. I was raised here.
All right! Anglicans! Break out the wine! The last place I stopped was a Baptist, and all they had was Welch's. Good cheapskates. I mean, this is the blood of our Lord and Savior. Why scrape for Christ's sake?
I'll assume you said that in reverence. So, Miss Duffy here won't have to hit you on the knuckles. She's one of those God-fearing folk.
You ought to watch your tongue around here. We have God-fearing people here.
So, was it bad out there? How'd you get in? I mean, I heard everyone else out there was toast.
Toast if they're lucky, kid. If you get hit when they start falling, you're more likely in line for a smoothie, to stick with your breakfast metaphor.
But you're fine. I mean, isn't it safe? We haven't heard the all clear.
All clear? Ha! You really haven't been out there. There's no one out there to give you an all clear. Oh.
Who is out there?
No one.
No one at all?
I mean, there's absolutely no one out there. There's no one doing anything. Not even cockroaches?
Perhaps so.
Well, you survived.
Yes, I'm traveling between the buffer. They come in waves. As long as I get in just after everything quits shaking, I'm I got 4 days to wait till what's left turns to dust. Can't be long for the human race now.
Oh, shut up, why don't you? If it's all for the taking, why are you here? Just find a liquor store and drink yourself silly.
I like the company. Not many more opportunities for it now.
The population might come back. You never know. The Bristles came back in New York.
I think you're thinking starlings.
No, thistles.
Thrushes?
Yes.
Thrushes are native. Starlings are from Shakespeare. Well, not from Shakespeare, but the poor fool who thought America should house every bird ever mentioned in Shakespeare's Who. So he had 100 released in Central Park. It was back in those times when you could do things like that and nobody cared.
He's right. Starlings. From Shakespeare, I remember.
I mean, shouldn't that mean that there's some hope for us? I mean, the starlings, they can't be that bad.
Once they were released, they took off. There are probably a couple of million of them now.
See?
And now they're terrible. They eat everything. And they foul what's left. Farmers can't wait to get rid of them. Well, couldn't. I guess that's not such a big deal now.
I don't like this. I can't hear anything. They always say if you can hear something, you're fine. If you hear them falling, you're fine. It's the ones that you don't hear that get you.
That's a whole hell of a lot of comfort.
At least it's something.
Who's they? Who says? How many people been killed by bombs do you know? Interviewed after them, have you? How did that go? Well, was it the bomb that you heard or the bomb that you didn't hear that bothered you the most? Well, you can't talk because you're a pile of liquefied human remains.
Well, it's in the pamphlets. My dad said,
Oh, your father must be well informed. Where is he now?
he has your job at one of the library stations.
You would know then.
Pine Branch Library?
No, the red one.
The big red building on the hill?
That shelter had books. Loads of books. What we do in this shelter? Play doctor. Oh, I didn't mean it in that way.
Well, we have our own perks here. I'm having a prayer ceremony, if you guys feel like coming. It'll be held in the D ring, if you're interested.
Listen, while it's just us, I came in down that hill, right by that library where she says her father's at. It's leveled.
What do you mean?
Flattened. Gone. Must have been hit first thing.
I don't.
I'm telling you, I'm sorry, but I don't think anyone could have,
You're lying.
Look at me when I say this. I am sorry. And I don't want to be the one to have to tell her.
What, you just expect me to take your word for it and tell her that her dad died?
Who died?
I'm sorry. The red building on the hill, your father, it's just dust.
Oh.
And I keep telling you, you're not going to get an all clear. there is anyone out there to give you an offer. It's been 3 days and she hasn't said a word. It isn't getting any better here. If you all want to come with me, you're welcome. There's nothing for you here. I give you 12 hours, maybe 18, and everything here, all of you are going to be nothing but a fond memory.
If it's really as bad as you say, I don't see the point.
We're dead in here, we're dead out there. At least in here we have Coco.
Coco's gone.
Crap.
No takers then, huh? How about you? It's the end of the world, girlie. The apocalypse. Why not join me as horseman? I'll be Bacchus, and you can choose your own steed.
Bacchus isn't one of the 4 horsemen in the apocalypse.
Well, screw it. I'm writing my own mythology. Why the hell not? You and me. Out there against the world. Hey, you've only got one life. Pretty much over. Why not? Bacchus and the mute girl.
Who do you think did the best?
What was that?
She speaks?
Praise the Lord.
Who do you think did the best?
What?
The starlings or the... No. The starlings or... What are they?
The
Thrushes?
starlings.
And the pigeons?
Pigeons, yes.
The pigeons. Pigeons, starlings. Who do you think had the better success story? The starlings, they started out with nothing. And then they grew and multiplied. And they took over the landscape. But they were terrible. Everyone hated them. But the passenger pigeons, you're right. They were just pigeons. Disgusting. But when they're gone, oh, they're majestic. You heard Buffy talk. I want to be like that. Things are only remembered fondly in a memory. Maybe we should just end it all. We'll be remembered fondly then.
Oh, remembered by who? I mean, you talk about how we're just going to be remembered after our extinction. Who's going to remember? The cockroaches?
You do have a point. You can remember me then.
What do you mean?
I'll go.
But you're safe here.
Safe from what? Safe for what?
Well, we better get a move on. I say we've got 5, maybe 6 days before the next wave comes in. Who knows? Could have enough time to make it to the mountains.
Come with us. You were all for leaving when we first got here. You wanted to go just for the thrill of it. Why not come now when there's nothing to lose?
It's just... I can't. I'm sorry.
Me too.
Well then, it's off into the sunset. At least I think it's a sunset. It could be a nuclear explosion. But who gives a damn?
I'll see you later.
No. You won't.
So, who's for Scrabble?